Okay, I'm really excited for this topic because recruiting is such a pillar for our business because if we don't sign someone up, we can't help them and we can't we don't get the customer wins, which also helps our business. We don't help them to start sharing and help create business builders. Like it all so much of our business starts with recruiting in a way, which you're going to find out. Like we're going to go at this with a mindset view, a lot of it, but also giving you like real time action steps to finish out the month really, really strong. We have a 7 full days plus some hours before March comes to a close. And I think it can be really easy to feel the pressure like, okay, it's already like 1 week left. Haven't signed anyone yet, or I've only signed one or two. Like I just signed my second today. Um, my goal was to sign six the first week. So you're not alone. But feeling the pressure of maybe even kind of giving up a little and wondering if we could even do that, if we can hit our goal, maybe giving up completely wherever you're at. I'm not sure where your mindset is at. Um, but I'm here to tell you that there is a lot of time and there is enough time to hit your goal and earn, and at least to earn. I'm not saying if your goal is emerald and you're at 200 points, I'm not saying you would necessarily go emerald, but I'm saying to hit the March prize, you can do it. Like you can earn the March prize, or two, whatever you have your sights set on, in these last 7 days of the month. And I hope this training is just something that kind of lights the fire or makes it burn brighter. Um, because I know, have you ever gone into a month where people are like, best month ever? Like, statistically, our team explodes. We had the most we've ever added. Like, March is huge. Like, drop a one in the comments if, you've heard that and you've been excited about March, but March has felt a little blah. Maybe not. Maybe you're on fire. Like, everyone's in different places in their business. Um, But I'm looking for those who have they've heard March be hyped up. I hyped up March. March usually is statistically a huge month for most people, or a lot of people, I should say. And so I'm just curious if you've had that happen and then you're like, what happened? Like March was supposed to be amazing. Like, where's the excitement and the momentum? I've been there so many times in my business. Specifically a time, there's lots of times, but one that came to mind as I was getting ready for this training was when we first pushed for Emerald. And we were going for Emerald in January because up to then, January was always a big month for us. Like first of the year, people were excited to get healthy. We always end the year with our 50 or 100% reach out. And so January, we just see lots of fruit from that. And that's what I was expecting. So I was like, January, perfect month to push for Emerald. Like, we can do this. I think we ended December with uh, around 1,000 points, maybe, or something like that. I can't remember. Um, but I was fully expecting, I put it all out there. Like, I went live on the team page, we had a strategy and we were gonna do it. Okay. And it was not the January I was expecting. It just wasn't all the fruit wasn't coming in yet. And we ended 280 points away from Emerald. Um, and yeah, it was a it was a blow. It was really just it's hard to put yourself out there and then not have it happen, right? And you get your team pumped up and everyone's excited. We're gonna be Emerald, and that didn't happen. And so, but what's really important is what you do in those times that's gonna set you up for the success later on. Um, because yes, I had a little bit of a pity party moment. Normal. You're allowed that. Um, but come February 1st, we we made a new plan and we just pushed out the goal a little bit further. And then we went emerald in March. So 3 months later, 90 days later, right? Well, I guess actually 60 days later from the end of January, we went emerald. And I know that that would not have happened if I had let the disappointment and the frustrations like keep me from being consistent and keep me from showing up and keep like the embarrassment of like failing in front of my team and all of that. But I decided, like, I chose to use that as like, this happens. Like, this is real life. Like, you go for a goal and you don't always hit it. Like, that's just normal. But it's what you do in those times that will propel you forward. And then you will hit that goal. And then you're going to see the momentum. It might not be that month. And so I just wanted to share that because I feel like some of us are feeling that, like, okay, what happened? March, where are you at? We're supposed to be like in momentum here. Um, And that happens and has happened to every single jewel in Plexus, and, like, it's normal, like, you have months like that, and so I really wanted to share these quotes because I love them a lot. "The spotlight doesn't make you, it reveals what you built in the shadows. What you do in the quiet seasons prepares you for the loud ones." So good. "Success is born in the moments no one sees. A breakthrough begins the moment you refuse to settle for less." And so it's just so important to, yeah, take that time to feel a little sorry for yourself, but then, like, okay, what's next? Like, what's my plan? I can do this. How am I going to do it? And so a lot of what we're going to talk about is just kind of like the mindset, the vision, the belief that you have, because that's what's going to be um, fueling you as you're going towards your goals. And then I have a fun thing to end with that is a challenge for us all to help us add 6 in 7 days. If you haven't had any, or maybe you need 3. I need 4 plus 2 silvers because my goal is 2. I told my kids I was going to earn 2 iPads, so I better get it together. Um, okay. So important, you guys, when you are feeling like maybe not as on fire, you're feeling a little blah, you're feeling like maybe your fire's there, but it's just like a little, it's dimming, it's starting to flicker. um, Reconnect to your why. It's so important. Like, why did you really start with this business? What did you hope it would provide? How would your life be different if you fully showed up in the hard times that's going to eventually propel you to those mountaintop experiences? So we're gonna do a quick activity. Hopefully you brought your wait, is it on this side? Yeah. Okay. Forgot this quote. Hopefully you brought your pen and paper. But so important to know your why, because like this quote says, the clearer you are about why you do what you do, the easier it is to stay motivated, make decisions, and lead others. Clarity is so important. And so we're just going to take 3 minutes. I want you to get out your pen and paper. I put a little visual of the Alaskan cruise for those of you going for that this year. You have to hit Emerald for the first time by July 31st for you newbies, by July 31st to earn the Alaskan cruise. But take out your pen and paper, and I want you to write out or put it in the chat. I would love to see it in the chat. I can't see the chat right now, but I can read it later after this. 3 things you want more of in your life. Literally, no wrong answer. 3 minutes. Ooh, those ones are so good. Love those. Kayla says time, patience, freedom. Nellie says Jesus, community of driven women, financial freedom. It's powerful. Jessica, more vacations, more financial freedom, more time with family. I love these so much. So about 1 more minute, write them on your paper, write them in the chat. 3 things that you want more of in your life. So important to know your why, because that is what is going to help you to continue to show up, do the hard things, get outside your comfort zone, be bold, send the hard message. Um, it's like a pillar, you guys. Pillar. All right. Okay, next up, we're going to do a little vision casting, because really, honestly, you can do the next activity we're going to do is like 60 seconds. And if you do this, like when you're taking a walk or before you go send messages, like 60 seconds to just visualize your goals as a reality, it's like scientific of how it can, like, it's just really important for how it helps your brain to get into like problem solving action and activity and figure out how they're going to help you hit your goals. Um, so I love I love this. It's 6 months. Like, you can close your eyes if you want when I say this. But like, when I visualize, I like to close my eyes, but um, you also can just listen. It's 6 months from now. You just earned your next big rank. You've helped 3 new women launch their own income streams. Your bank account feels lighter. You're buying groceries without anxiety. How does that feel? Who are you impacting? And that made me really emotional, actually, because I didn't expect to be. But just thinking back, like, I've had my card declined at the grocery store. And like, I mean, who hasn't? But like, buying groceries for your family without anxiety, like, that's life changing right there. Find them whenever you need them, whenever you want them. Like, I'm going to be speaking tonight on the Plexus opportunity call. I hope to see you there. I'm really nervous. I'm really also excited. But that's one of the things I mentioned is like, we can just buy whatever groceries we want. It's not even what we need. It's like what we want, that's a huge thing. That was one of my first things I put on my vision board, was being able to buy organic groceries. Like, that was just really important to me. And it, I'm just really grateful for that. So I want you to get out your pen and paper again, and we're going to do a quick activity. And you're just going to write a vision statement in the present tense. You can totally just use this one because I love this one. Um, but it's just like it's already happened. Like, you're telling yourself like where you're headed by creating a statement like this. Is a vision statement of where your business is headed. And this one says, I'm a confident leader. I attract ambitious women. My business flows with ease. I wake up excited to serve. I just think that just sounds so peaceful to me, which is my word of the year, peaceful. And I just love that. So we're going to take a few minutes, well, 1 minute, and write out a vision statement. You can share with us in the chat if you want. Just put it in your notebook. You know, no one has to see it if you don't want them to. And write out like just a statement of where your business will be one day, because you didn't quit, because you kept going, because you remembered your why in the hard times, in the slow seasons. Where's your business going to be one day? And that's what you're creating, that vision statement. And you can always think on this, write it out later. And sometimes it takes longer to kind of like think through. You might want to take some extra time to do that. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get into addressing belief, because this really, like, yes, your why, cornerstone, so important. And this, I promise you, this all ties back to recruiting, but addressing belief, so important. We're going to talk about 3 beliefs to strengthen, but the reason why belief is so important. Number 1, belief fuels your action. If you don't truly believe in these products, in this opportunity, or in yourself, you'll hesitate. You'll overthink every post, doubt every conversation, and stop showing up when it gets hard. But when you believe deeply, your actions become bolder, more consistent, and more magnetic. So that's number 1 of why belief is so important. Belief is contagious. So people can feel when you're genuinely excited, and they're drawn to that energy. When you believe in what you're doing, it gives them permission to believe, like, maybe me too. Maybe this might work for me too. Third, belief gives you resilience. So important. Everyone needs resilience in this business. Every business journey includes setbacks, every single one. Belief is what keeps you grounded when the results aren't instant. It keeps you from quitting just before your breakthrough. Number four, belief unlocks leadership. To grow a team, you have to transfer belief, not just information. When you believe in others before they believe in themselves, you help them rise. That's how duplication and momentum are born. And number five, belief expands your vision. What starts as maybe I can cover groceries turns into I can change my family's future when your belief grows. That was me. Like I started really, I just want to get my products paid for. And then I did. And then I was like, oh, maybe I could earn an extra $100 a month, go on a fun date night, maybe help pay a bill. And it just kept growing. And the bigger your belief, the more your capacity and boldness grow with it. Um, and I'll share some ways I've built my belief, but we're going to talk about the three main ways or that you need belief in the product. So first off, I want you to put in the chat so everyone can see. I think this is really important. Why you love our products. It can be one thing, it can be a few, whatever. Drop in the comments. Why do you love our products? How have they helped you? You can even put in how they help someone on your team. For me, like it helped me to wake up with energy. Like I literally would sleep 8 to 10, 11, 12 hours at night because my daughter was the best sleeper. It didn't trickle down to my last two boys. They don't sleep, but she slept great. And I slept and I would wake up exhausted and I was tired all the time. And it was like so draining. Um, and I had crazy mood swings and I was constipated and had crazy sugar cravings, and Plexus helped with all of that. So put in the comments, I want everyone to see. I think it can be easy to forget how powerful our products are. Sometimes, if maybe you're not seeing all the health wins yet that you want to see in your own health, or maybe you had a hard customer care week and they're not seeing the results yet either. Um, and I want you to read all these comments. Um, and all of like this is helping us to show up better as moms, as wives, as Christians and friends, and um just helping us to live life fuller and make more of a difference because we are showing up better for those people in our lives who need us the most. So huge. Lexi's off 6 prescriptions and off her thyroid meds. Like, I love your story so much. Um, I have another girl who she contemplated taking her own life because of postpartum depression, and the products helped her get off her medication and took that away. So, like, life changing because her whole entire family still has her that maybe they wouldn't have if you never know. And so, like, if your belief in the products isn't super strong, there are ways to build that belief. Team wins, customer wins. YouTube is full. Like there's so many great, and I can give more resources specifically if you need them, but learning about what's in the products and what those ingredients do, like that builds your belief. And there's some incredible, like Lori Harrison, I love her page. She's like so knowledgeable about the products. That's one of my go-tos. Jill Burness is another great one, but learning about the ingredients, hopping on the Thursday night calls that Plexus is doing, because you're going to hear real life testimonials on those. Stories and Supplements page has thousands of testimonials that I've added over the years. So there's some incredible ways, like your customer wins, which you have to sign people up to get customer wins, right? So this is perfect if you're needing to sign people, because we're going to tie this into recruiting. And then the second thing is in the opportunity. So I want you to put in the comments, same thing. What has this opportunity done for you? Has it allowed you to have some fun spending money as a mom? Has it helped you be able to give more? Has it helped you to be able to take your husband on a fun trip? I don't know, like, how has it blessed your family? Like, let us know in the chats. Like, you don't have to be making crazy income yet. to have been blessed by Plexus. If it's paying for your products, like that's amazing because you saw the comments. Like it's gonna help you stay consistent so you see those health changes. So share in the comments what the business opportunity has done for you. I mean, you all know my story. It helped us pay off 19 credit cards. That helped us to buy this house that we're living in, our first home. It helps us to be able to enroll our kids in Christian school. So many things. But if you need belief in the opportunity and what it can do, then Diamond Docs were my go. That's what built my belief. Every single day I would watch a Diamond Doc as a brand new business builder. Monday opportunity calls, those are newer, but that's a great way too. Like tonight, right after the call at 9 p.m. Eastern, yes, 9 p.m. Eastern, you're going to hear Emily Burgess and I share our stories, but every week there's another jewel. There's one or two jewels sharing their story. And that is huge for building belief and for you and your team. Again, YouTube of like, there's so many trainings on YouTube that Plexus ambassadors put out. I love like Christina Williams' page. I love Brittany Howard, Fallon, Reeb, love their YouTubes. Like they have really, really great team trainings. And on those team trainings, you learn their stories and you learn like, okay, well, if they can do it, so can I. Like, oh, she's introverted or she's extroverted or whatever. Like, okay, if she can do it, I can do it. So showing up, listening into team trainings, staying in action, those are all things that have helped build my belief in the opportunity. When you're staying in action, you're going to start to see results, and those results continue to build belief in yourself, which is number 3. In yourself, like belief in yourself, so important. And I didn't have belief in myself when I started. If you relate to that, maybe you didn't either. Like drop a 1 in the comments. I didn't really believe I could. I didn't even want to be a jewel because I was like, if I'm a jewel, that's like a lot of people I have to take care of, and I don't know how to do that. And so that was me in the beginning, but it's like it compounds, and the more you learn and grow, like the more belief in yourself, like it grows. And just remembering that every skill is learnable. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. I just, excuse me, I just made an Instagram post. And if you haven't seen it yet, you can go to my Instagram and look at it, but it's about powerful women in the Bible from history who changed history, changed the course of history. They were all on the struggle bus at some point. Like they all had problems, issues, like none of them were perfect. And yet God used them in huge, powerful ways because they were just willing. They showed up, and people want relatable, not perfect. It makes them feel like me too. And that's what we want, because like no one, I mean, we can't relate to perfectionists because none of us are one as far as like some of us are perfectionists in our personalities, but being perfect, no, none of us. So, okay. All right, next up, energy attracts energy. This is a really big one. People don't join perfect people like we talked about. Like they join people with vision and belief. The version of you who recruits easily, how does she show up? Speak, invite, like how does she do it? So the challenge is to start to do that now. Like I used to say, I don't say this as much anymore because I forget. I watched a training and they're like, you shouldn't say that. But I used to always say, fake it till you make it. And that was like my mantra. Like, if I'm gonna fake it till I make it, like I'm gonna just basically figure it out. Like I'm going to post like I'm going jewel. I'm gonna talk about like where I'm headed. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna work my business like the rank that I want to be. And that so start showing up as her, whoever that is. Um, okay. I'm really excited about this. So we're going to have an action shift. Love this quote that says, action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be without it. Your goal, oh, sorry. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without it, your goals to stay stuck in your head. Beautiful ideas with no momentum. And like, how often have we had like these ideas pop in our head? I'm like, oh, I think that would be really good. That would be amazing. But then we just don't do anything. And then maybe we forget because we didn't write it down. Another important thing, write down the ideas that pop in your head. So number 1, why action is so important. I mean, we all know it's important, right? But why? Action builds clarity. You don't figure everything out before you move. You gain clarity as you move. Taking action shows you what works, um, what doesn't, and what to do next. And like, how often have you felt that when you're like you're feeling like you don't know what to do next, or maybe you're frustrated, you're struggling, so you're just not going to do anything. But the more you don't do something, then the more frustrated you get, and the more like, or you compare, or you're like just down on yourself. And so it's so true that action, like you gain clarity as you take action. It's not going to be perfect action. Like you're going to mess up, fail forward is the point. So the second reason, action creates momentum. Even small steps generate energy. One message, one post, one follow up, like it all matters. It helps to build your confidence. Um, don't wait for motivation. Like, no, like action breeds motivation. Third thing, action separates dreamers from doers. Lots of people want results. Like we all have our why, like why we want this, but are we backing that up with action? Like, are we like Jordan says this a lot, like God gave me a shovel with network marketing and I picked it up and started working. Like he didn't just like hand her a $25,000 a month business that she makes now. Like she worked really hard using the shovel he gave her. And so like lots of people want results, but the ones who act consistently are the ones who actually experience them. Wishing doesn't get you there, working does. Number 4, action overcomes fear. This I've seen this happen in my own business so many times. Fear thrives in stillness, but when you act, I mean, like how often have we like been so nervous to reach out to a dream teamer or whatever, and then we do it, and they're like, "Okay, I lived," and then we're like, "Okay, I could do that again," and then you do it more and more, and then you get better and better at it. Um, But it says, when you act in spite of fear, you prove to yourself that you are capable and your courage grows. And then number 5, action compounds. One day of showing up matters, but showing up again and again, that's what creates breakthroughs. The compounding effect of daily action is what transforms your business, your health, your relationships, everything. It all adds up to huge wins over time. And so we're going to wrap this up with a little 7-day recruiting challenge. It should be posting on the, oh, it just posted. I had it auto set to post like right now on the team page. So I have a post on the team page. If you want to do this, it's totally up to you. Um, but what if you could sign 6 people in 7 days? Or maybe yours is, what if I could sign 3 people in 7 days? Or what if I could sign 4 people and help one person go silver in 7 days? Whatever it is, you can switch that part. I have a whole list of mindsets for you, mindset quotes. Like, what if it's not crazy? What if it's possible? Someone is praying for what you have. What if you invited them today? That one's powerful. You don't need more time, just more belief. What if one bold week could unlock the breakthrough you've been waiting for? You're one decision away from momentum. What if you believed it could happen for you, not just them? Big shifts don't require more hustle, just more heart. What if you didn't hold back? Who could you help this week? Like if you just went all in for a whole 7 days, like who could you help? That's pretty cool. 6 yeses in 7 days starts with one brave message today. Hang on, buddy, I'm almost done. Okay, so how this is going to work, I have a post on the team page. If you want to participate in this, number 1, you have to buddy up and create a power partner pod. So literally just find one person to do this with you. You need a buddy. A lot of you already have one that can be your power partner. If you don't have one, you need to get a buddy because this is going to help you get through these next 7 days. One of the most pivotal things I've ever done. No, he's fine. Leave him. Most pivotal things I've done in my business has been to get power partners. And you all know my story with Emily and Jordan, but I was senior gold when we connected. And I truly believe that they're one of the reasons why we were able to become a jewel team. And it's just like that motivation, that encouragement you get from someone else. When they're down, you pick them up. When you're down, they pick you up. Like it makes a huge difference. And it's in the Bible, like we need each other. We need the encouragement. And so find a buddy tonight. Like we don't have time to waste. So find a buddy. Once you do have yours, put it in the team chat. We're going to do our like check-ins in the team chat, the Diamond Bound team chat. if you're not in there and you need to be, I did like a refresh. And so anyone who didn't heart my message, I removed. And so if that was an accident, maybe you were offline for those 3 days and you were like, wait, I wanted to be in there. You're more than welcome to be in there. You can just ask your sponsor to add you back. But I'm switching things up. I'm gonna share more changes I'm excited about. But that's where we'll be doing like the check-ins. I'll share message examples. I'm signing someone up on Friday who liked my business post. And I finally like made myself start sending, like, I don't know, it's harder for me to send messages about the business for some reason. And a lot of times when I've done, I feel like I don't have fruit from it. And so sometimes I'm like, oh, what's the point? But I made myself message everyone who liked my business post. And I had the best conversation with someone she was interested. And she's coming tonight to the call. She's signing up on Friday. Like, goal is to get her silver on Friday when she signs up. And I'm really excited about that. And so we're going to be sharing like message examples. I'm going to share like my tips and um all that in the team chat. So find your buddy, put it in the team chat when you have them, like who they are, let us know in the team chat. Once you have your buddy, if you need help finding a buddy, put it in the team chat. Like, hey, I want to do this challenge. Who needs a buddy? Like, I want to find a power partner for this. Team chat. Utilize the post on the team page. It has like, I put all kinds of good stuff in it. It has like the mindset quotes, it has affirmations. If I were you, I would tell yourself out loud, I would say the affirmations every day or morning and night of these next 7 days. They're really good affirmations. So these are mindset quotes on this that you see right here. And then I have a whole list of affirmations along the same. So it's like the quote turned into an affirmation basically. And so they're really, really good. And it just helps you to get your mindset right. Because it's not going to be easy. If you really want to do like some big things in 7 days, like it's hard, but it's possible. Like, Katie, I just popped in my head just now, but when we like years ago, she was senior gold, we were going for like, she was going for the top prize for like the shopping spree. It was like the last day of the month. Do you even remember how many people you signed that day? So it was like so many. And maybe you can't unmute and say, but it was a lot. I want to say it was like, I mean, I don't know, like 30 or something team wide but like
I signed 13 that day.
Okay. There it is. 13 that day. Like that's a lot of people in 24 hours, you guys. Our team one time signed 89 people the last day of the month. That was like team wide. And that was when we were going diamond, I believe. And so it can happen. Like you can do hard things. Not saying it's going to be easy, but the affirmations, the mindset is so important. So utilize the team page post. You'll see it on there. The third thing, mindset, I kind of talked about that, and just being in big action. Like, and in that post on the team page, it talks about like how many people you should be aiming for, like reaching out, following up with. It gives you some statistics. And if they're like, anyway, you can go see the team page post. But just being in big action, like every day, make a plan the night before. Tonight, make your plan. Okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to get up an hour before my kids tomorrow? Am I going to do it during nap time? Am I going to do it at the park while they're playing? Whatever it is, like make your plan every single night these next 7 days for the following day. And then number 4, we're gonna have daily check-ins in the team chat. And so the really cool thing about this is going to be like you and your buddy need to complete the actions. And I'll put what those are in the team chat. There's like a minimum that you need to do to be entered, like to be able to win the prize of the day. But you and your buddy need to. So that's why it's gonna be important to be like, okay, where are you at? Like, don't leave me hanging. Like, come on, I want to win that prize. And then the more you do, the more your chances go up of winning that prize. And so there's like a minimum, and then like the teams that like do the most are going to have higher chances of winning. And so I'm really excited about it. I have to hop off now and go to the opportunity call and do my check-in for that, to hop on early, but really proud of you all. I'll be in the team chat right after the opportunity call and share some more about the 7-day or the challenge, but also find your buddy, put it in the team chat what they're going to be. Does anyone have any questions at all about anything? We can just like 2 minutes. Nobody, hang on a sec. No, it's kind of a lot, but hopefully it was encouraging and empowering to know that like you can do this. Like you got this. I believe in you. All right. Thank you so much for hopping on. I love you all. I'm so proud of you all. And we'll see you in 30 minutes on the op call.